Good evening and welcome. Welcome to my live stream, Fight CPS, Stop Taking Our Children. I'm your host, Bob Pace, and I'm so glad that you found me on Facebook, Fight CPS with Bob Pace. Now, I've been doing this live stream twice a day, 7 days a week. That's 14 times a week. I've been doing this since October of 2023. That's 19 months. Every day, twice a day, once a week, every month, and every year. I not missed one day. But I'm here to help you with your CPS case. A lot of you are overwhelmed because you've been approached by CPS and your case has probably gotten out of hand where you need some help. And what I want to do is I want to help you. I have a really great wealth of people in here that come in here all the time and talk about things. So there's lots of ways you can interact with this podcast. One way is just text me a message. All you have to do is write either a comment or a question, and it should pertain to CPS. Please state your first name and the reason why I ask that first name is because so many of you have handles that are very complex to read or understand. So it's easy for me if you just state your first name. Then your city or county, and then your state. I also welcome people from around the world. So if you have a country, please list that also. I have right now 23 countries, including the United States, that have all texted in or called in or whatever. And I have from Indonesia to Bangladesh to India, up to the Middle East to Libya, then to Saudi Arabia, then over to the continent of Africa. And I've had Liberia, and then Sudan, and then back again to the West Coast. Middle part is the Republic of Congo. Then I have Rwanda on the east side, Central Africa, near Lake Victoria. And then down to Mozambique. And then the country of South Africa. I have 2 provinces there. Then up to Europe, England, Scotland, Wales, Denmark, and Sweden. Then across the pond to North America, I have 4 provinces in Canada, and all 50 states in the U.S. have either text or called me here. So I've had representation from everybody in the U.S. I even had the District of Columbia call with a horrible case. Then south of the border, Mexico, and then in South America, north of Brazil, is Grenada. Then across the South Pacific to New Zealand, and in the land down under is Australia with the state of Victoria and state of Queensland. So that's quite a lot of people. It's over 1,500 some people that have talked about their CPS. And they all have something in common with me too. They basically are low income and they can't go out and get that really luxury attorney. You see, when you're involved in CPS, you have to fight them. Just like you're doing open heart surgery. You're going to get a professional doctor. You're not going to have a layman open up your heart, and you got to get someone who's trained and knowledgeable. The same thing goes for the Child Protection Agency. It's very difficult to navigate them. It's very difficult to understand them. And that's why my rule number 1 is you get an attorney. And I don't mean a court-appointed attorney or public defender. I mean a real attorney that's trained in juvenile law, family law, and dependency law. Those are the 3 areas of laws that CPS will use in your case. So you got to have somebody in that background. Now, your court-appointed defenders and they are trained only in criminal law. They work for CPS and they're not going to fight your case. They already have a caseload of 30 or more clients in CPS, so they don't have time. They can't meet with you. They won't fight for your case. It's just a waste of time. But if that's the only recourse, you got to make them work for you. You got to tell them either they work getting your kids back or you'll sue them for negligence. Also, you report them to the state bar and have their license taken. It's a very serious matter. So you need to get that real attorney. And I have one. His name is Vincent W. Davis. And that attorney is available. For instance, right now, if you're in LA County, California, his retainer is $5,000. He's $500 an hour attorney. But just the other day, I quoted a couple in Georgia. It was $125,000 to do a case in Georgia. So it is more expensive to go out of state. That's because he has per diem. He has to pay for his airfare, his ground transportation, accommodations, and food. Just those four things. He needs a car to go from the airport to the hotel, then to the court, and then he needs something to eat and a place to sleep. So that's part of the $125,000. Now he can be reached at 888-888-6582. That's the law office of Vincent W. Davis. You can also talk to reception there, and they have all kinds of guides and books they can give you. And they have the grandparents guide, and which is a new book out. It's how to adopt your grandchildren step by step. It's only $9.99, but if you use my discount code of PACE, all capital letters, PACE 50, you'll get it for half off. You get it for half off. Now, another way to interact in this live stream is to be a guest, and I'd love for you to be a guest. I can take up 9 of you. To be a guest, all you're going to do is write my show producer. Her email is grace@vincentwdavis.com, and you're going to put down one of my 14 shows. I want to be on Bob's Sunday night show, or I want to be on Bob's Saturday morning show, or Bob's Wednesday night show, or Bob's Tuesday morning show. You just pick the time and the date, and she'll take care of the rest. Now, she'll send you a link, which gets you on StreamYard. That's the application we use. Now, if some of you are having a hard time finding this room or getting in this room that we're in here right now, you need to find me on Facebook or one of the other 6 other rooms. And then from there, it'll take you to this YouTube room. But anyway, with the link that my show producer gives you, you'll be able to get right on right away. If you get bounced off, use that link again. That link is still good for that show. Now, this is a Saturday night, and I know that we don't have very many people sometimes on the weekends because of other commitments, but I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you with your case. You're lost for words because you may have a horrible, horrible case. Now, CPS is not your friend. It's very difficult to navigate them. They'll retaliate. They will actually steal your kids, traffic them into foster care. They'll make you sign something and then promise you the world and don't give you anything. Be careful. Don't sign anything. Don't talk to social workers. Don't let them in your home. Because, if you let them in your home or a family member does, then you're going to open a can of worms because your house may not be ready for home inspection. Also, it's your constitutional rights. You have the right to bar anybody from your home. There's only 3 ways they can get in there, and that's either you give them permission or one of the family members does, or you have extreme danger taking place where the children are in danger. They're going to break in. They're going to break in. If there's loud noises going on and screaming, yelling, then they're going to break in. The third way is they got to have a warrant. If they don't have a warrant, you can ask them nicely. I will meet with you when I get my attorney, and then my attorney and I will meet with you. When they show up, you don't know them. They're strangers, and you're taught early on, do not talk to strangers. Just the other day, I had the front door ring, and I didn't answer it. I don't answer it. That's why we have mail and email and phones. They want to get a hold of me, they can call me, send me an email or text message, or send me a regular letter in the mail. But there's too many people being shot in the chest and killed lately. So that's another reason why you don't want to empty it. I don't want to see you lost. Every day you read about someone being shot in the chest. Yeah, they fired the sheriff. There was a black man in Florida in Gainesville, and yeah, they fired the sheriff, but they didn't go after him. He's got a lawsuit after him, but it's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. Anyway, I hope that some people are coming in. Yes, we have Jesse Universe. Hi, Jesse. And you're from King City, California. Well, that sounds familiar. King City. All right. Welcome, Jesse. And you're in Monterey County. Okay, great. And then we have M. Kathy. They will make up evidence. They will take evidence. They'll take drug tests. They will be lie under oath. Yep. You labeled a typical rogue CPS. That's right. And where are you from, Ms. Gothy? And hello, Erica Alvarez. Hi. And where are you from, Erica Alvarez? Tonight we have Eric Alvarez and Ms. Gothy. And then we have Jesse Universe from King City, California, Monterey County. So we got some people already coming in tonight, and I'm glad that you're here. I'm here to answer your questions or your concerns. $216, $13, $216. You're from Washington. I assume that is the state of Washington, Erica. That's nice to meet you there. Do you offer pro bono or what is your rates? I'm not a lawyer. I'm a loving father, a loving man that I happen to be involved in CPS. I've been fighting it for 15 years. I've helped raise 6 killed children, and um, I have 42 years of marriage. And I have a good knowledge because I too had to fight them and learn it. I had hired Mr. Davis, who defended me and got back my children. And I've learned a lot from Mr. Davis. But no, I don't do pro bono, and I'm not a lawyer there. But there's ways you can talk to Mr. Davis for free. There's ways you can talk to him for free. And one of the ways that you can talk to him is either to be a guest on my live stream or the call in. Now, if you call in, my number's live right now, so that means you can call in. It's 626-698-0990. And I'd love to have you on my live stream. Now, by calling in or being a guest, you'll qualify for a free 15-minute private Zoom consultation with Mr. Davis. That means you can talk to him for free for 15 minutes. You just make a list of questions, prioritize them, and ask away. He will help you. He will help you. So that is one way that you can do that. And my number's live. So if you call in or you're a guest, you'll qualify for a free 15-minute. I also have something else that I've come up with Mr. Davis, that he will talk to you for 30 minutes for $60. I have a special rate. And he'll talk to you. He'll talk to you for 60 minutes for $30. All you do is go to this website, https://www.candidly.com. And you just use your credit card, pay $60, and then set up your 30 minutes. Now, I have also a really cool book that's out called The Grandparents Guide. It's a step-by-step guide and other resources. All you have to do is go to the website, stand.store, and find it and purchase it. It's only $9.99, but with my discount of capital P, capital A, capital C, capital E, 50, you get it for half off. You get it for half off. That website's also good because there's a lot of other deals on that website. So check it out. It's a good website. Now, Vince's main website is www.vincentwdavis.com. That's his main website. Now I'm going to put my phone number back up. Thank you, Erica. Hi, S. Jarrett. Merced, California. Thank you for telling me that. I've been listening to you every night, but I still can't talk about anything. I'm working on getting the money to get Mr. Davis's help. I just wanted to thank you for being here. Well, I'm here because I care about you guys. There was a young man, 23 years old last night, that called in from Maine. He didn't have a CPS case, but he was messed up in foster care as a small child. He's grown up now. And he's still messed up, but he likes our show and wants to help. So he relayed how foster care hurt him when he was growing up and how foster care would keep track of people. So this show is always good to have people talk. Whether you're young or old, a grandmother, a parent, you can share information to help others in this room. We are like one big family. We help one another. We help one another. Now, I've developed 5 rules. Rule 1, of course, is get that attorney. It's very important that you ask 2 questions of at least 3 attorneys. Now, you have one attorney that already can give you the retainer and the quote and stuff. That's Vincent Davis. He meets all the qualifications. For the other 2, ask these 2 questions. Are you a juvenile law, family law dependency lawyer and have fought CPS and gotten children back? The answer is yes. That's good. You should move on to this question 2. When the case is over, have you done a lawsuit and sued CPS either at the state level or at the federal level and got money back? If the answer is yes, well, there you go. Vincent Davis' criteria is yes on both accounts. And I've already told his retainer for LA County is $5,000. He's $500 an hour. So with the other attorneys, you need to see at least 3 recommendations. Once you've lined them up and you found the attorneys, then when you meet with them, you want to establish the chemistry. And please meet with Vincent Davis because he's a strong candidate. So rule number 1 is you got to, they know how to navigate. You're like Alice in Wonderland if you go to the CPS yourself. You'll fall in the rabbit hole, you meet the Chester cat, and you go from room to room going nowhere. You go from room to room going nowhere. Now, McGathy, I still don't know where you're at, but I know that we got Erica from Washington, and we got S. Jarrett from Merced, California, and we have Jesse from Monterey County, King City, California. That's Northern California. Now, I'm open up to any kinds of questions about anything. Now, one of the things this morning show was really helping out was that there's this great health and welfare changes passed by Congress in January 2025 that went unnoticed by the news media. And what it was is that Congress had passed HR 9076, Protecting Americans' Children by Strengthening Family Act. And that was done there. And there's a lot of good things into it, a lot of good things. They want to reduce the administrative burden. They want to improve access for Indian tribes. They want to support expansion of evidence-based service to prevent child abuse and neglect. They want to address the caseworkers' crisis. They want to strengthen support systems for the 2.5 million grandparents and relatives. They want to improve outcome for youth transitioning from foster care. And they want to support post-adoption services. There's also some money that they came up with too to help out. Now they make enough money as it is, so I really don't like to, spending more money there. It's $1 trillion business. They just got to use it wisely. Okay. I don't know why I got myself twice in here, but hopefully it's not echoing too bad. Um, I think what it was is I went to a tab to read some, and then when it came back to the SteamYard, it added me again. Let me see if I can fix this. Okay. Um, I'm going to have to do with this echoing. Can someone out there tell me, are you hearing me okay? Jarrett says he's 10,000 for about out of the county or central, correct? Or something close to that. I'm selling everything I can to get. I asked him when I can call him, but I thought maybe you know. You can call him if you call in right now at 626 698 99, or be a guest on the show, and you get a 15-minute free consultation with. Hi there, Cruel. You're from Ventura, California. Cruel, can you tell me, am I echoing? Oh, you did talk to Attorney Vincent Davis today. Good. How did it go? How did it go? How did it go? Okay, good. I'm glad you got some answers. Krug, am I echoing? Cruel? It's not too bad. Okay. All right. Okay. 16. Um, okay, I just feedback this stuff. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Um, we're trying to get other people to call. My phone number is up 626-698-0990. That was good. They told you about the coverage for your mom. I'm so glad to hear about that. He said temporary conservatorship can be obtained within days. Hi, Margaret. Good evening. Sorry for my feedback. I've loaded myself twice in this room. Any new news, Margaret? Margaret's from Merced, California. Um, see what Margaret said. Um, Sunday ain't real. How exhausting dealing with the CPS can be. I agree. It's unreal how exhausting dealing with the system takes a lot of energy out of a person. I do need a break. Well, tomorrow, I want to wish everybody, all you mothers out there, happy Mother's Day because you're special mothers. You are. Margaret, you're a mother. Rule, you're a mother. Um, there are all these mothers out there. Now, Jared, I'm not sure if you're a mother or a man. Erica, I think you're a mother. And Magathi, I'm not sure if you're a mother or not. Jesse, I think you're a mother. Anyway, I want to thank all the American mothers out there because it's a very hard job to do to help raise children, especially a lot of you that are single parents. I hope you do find your mother for Mother's Day. Cool. You're a mother, Jared. Good. Okay, great. Now, does anyone have any questions to ask me or any topics you want me to talk about? Now, I do have some news articles. And let me see if I can go through and read them. Wow, there's so many people. Today being May 10th, there was in Maine a bipartisan call to model child welfare oversight in Maine after New Hampshire. The ombudsman office leaves many children, especially those in the juvenile justice system, without an ally. Child welfare systems last year, frontline workers came forward with child protection. The problems is with the Maine Department of Health. Now, Vancouver Island sees indigenous push for children welfare control. Now, Vancouver Island, Canada, and those are the indigenous Indians. They're called the First Nation Indians. They're already ravaged by colonial diseases, the residential school system, and the over-industrialization of fishing and logging on their traditional land. Here's another one: the system emergency response measures for protection of child left without. Um, and this is now talking about Ukraine. The child protection system preventing children from entering institution care, the full-scale invasion provoked number. That is sad. Sad. There's also better child protection draws in Taipei. You know, this is a worldwide. That's why I have all these countries, and it's everywhere. So it's not only in the United States, but it's all over. Okay, Margaret says it's still early stages of the case. Um, Let me see here. Cruel says, I would think that considering the mom has sought treatment services to address the issue, the mental health issue is the reason that children is gone. Then at the review hearings. Um, let me see here. Um, Cruel says she lost her babies because the judge sided with the social workers. I believe misconduct may have been at play. I did all the things asked and provided proof, yet they still said I did nothing. Well, Cruel, you had a court appointed attorney, and that was your problem because a court appointed attorney is not going to fight your case or win your case. And I'm sad. I'm really sad. Now we have 15 minutes left of the show. I'd like to have someone call in. Now I'm going to go over my rules. Rule one: get an attorney. That is the key to your success, and it has to be an attorney in the juvenile law, family law, and dependency law. Rule number two is documentation. You need to document everything you do with CPS. Get a notebook 3 inches thick with binders. Hole punch all your paperwork and stuff in there. Use subject dividers to organize your material. And one paper you're going to create is called the time log incident. It's where you record all the incidents that happened to you the day of you got involved in CPS. They can be from your social workers, they can be from the police, the school, your children, family members. Where what you're going to do is you're going to develop 3 lines in notebook paper. First line, you put down the phone number or the location where the incident occurred. Then you put the date, time, and then you put the people that are involved. That's the first line. The second line is you're going to make a summary of what the incident is all about. So you write that on the second line. The third one is the results of the incident. What finally was the outcome? If you don't know it, leave it blank and come back later and fill it out. But you need to do that for every incident. In 6 months' time, you're probably going to have 100 incidents, but you'll be able to read through it and be able to work. I agree, Margaret. I understand. Well, they probably have, but the truth does hurt. As long as you say the truth, you'll have no problems. And you've hired Mr. Davis, one of the best attorneys in the country, and he is going to help you get your kids back. He's already helped you get the criminal charge dropped. So he is a good attorney. And Cruel, I know that you're eventually going to get your babies back and get your mom and get her in the conservatory. Now, the rest of you, S. Jarrett, I don't know what your issues are. If you talk about your case, I will try to help you. If you have a question there. And also, Erica or Erica, don't know either. And Jesse from King City, California. And I think, Erica, did you ever say where you're from? No, I still know where you're from. M. Gothy, I would like to help you too. And of course, Jesse, Monterey County, King City, California. All of you people are more than welcome to come back again and again and again. Now, rule number 3 is do not talk to social workers. Do not talk to policemen. Do not open your door. They're strangers. You don't want them in your home. Also, if you encounter them outside, don't talk to them. Tell them that you need to get back to them because you have to get an attorney and meet an attorney. Also, watch the medical traffic. When you take them to urgent care or the emergency room, they want to take your children. That's wrong. They have to have a court order, a warrant. Also, if you're a mother expecting to be and you go to the hospital to have your child, don't let them take your child. Again, they'll have to have a court warrant and actually have them leave your birthing room so you can enjoy the birth of your child. Now, rule number 4 is how to search the internet. It's very important that you put the order of these words. You start off with the city, followed by the state, and if you're outside the United States, you put the country, and then you put the letter CPS, and that will channel you in that city in all the CPS matters. But if you want to be more specific, after the letter CPS, type your question like you want to file a 388 motion. You want to do a 160 hearing. You put those questions after the CPS and it'll be more streamlined. So that's what you need to do. Rule 4. And rule 5 is a simple one. You make copies of all your important documents, your birth certificate, your children's birth certificate, your marriage license, your driver's license, your kids' school records, your kids' shop records, any other health records. And you put all that in an envelope and put it with your notebook. Because a lot of times you'll be asked certain things. It's hard to remember. And make copies of the original. So that's rule 5. So that's 1 through 5. And if you follow those, you will definitely get your children back. Also, don't let them intimidate you. I agree. Also, when you're with your kids, make sure you educate your kids about CPS. That if they time they're questioned, you refuse questions with strangers. Also, if you happen to answer a question, tell them the truth. Tell them you're loving parents. That you do fun together. You want to give anything. You don't want to take your madness and mom and dad with the social workers. So make your life miserable. Bring you the child service. You don't want to be there. Jared says, "Girl, you have no idea. It's not me. they will retaliate with my kids. Trust me, I'm not afraid for me. And Margaret says, at first, I was terrified at them. I'll never experiment in such darkness. Okay, I'm coming close to my show. I need to thank you all. I want to thank S. Jarrett, Margaret King, Cruel. What else we have here? Erica, um, Jarrett, Ms. Gothy, Jesse, and I want to thank you all for taking the time. And remember, keep fighting for your kid. And I'll be on tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. That's 8 a.m. Sunday morning. And I'll see you then. God bless you all. And this is Bob Pace signing off.